Hello and welcome back to the Willie Morgan Show with Manchester United icon Willie Morgan. I see you've got a copy of a very good book there that's available for people to buy, Willie.
It's all right. Behind the curtain of the beautiful game, you must get it. It's fabulous. It really is a great insight into what goes on behind the scenes. So all you out there, get a copy before they all go, because they're all going to go.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Before we talk all things football, what have you been up to recently? Because it's been a very special few weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. I have a couple of weddings. We went to Glenn and Gillian's wedding up at the lovely place, Ryland Farm, a new place. Very unusual. And Lewis and all the stuff. It was a great day. And then last week we went to Charlie Lawson. People remember Charlie. I think Jim McDonald he was. I think he was a bad boy. Charlie and Debbie, and that was lovely because I met up with Eamon Holmes, and I hadn't seen Eamon. I first met Eamon in 1983 or something, a long time ago, in Northern Ireland, in the Europa Hotel. I think it was only 22, 23. Then we met up with Eamon, that was great, and that was up at Shrigley Hall, and it was absolutely brilliant. A great venue, and so that was nice. And then, of course, this week, no, it's not this week.
Last week, yeah.
I know. Callum, it flies.
I can imagine.
We were down in Windsor. So we went down the night before, stayed at the Hilton in Reading, John McLaughlin, and we went to Windsor on a Wednesday, and that was Naz and Top Cars, they called his outfit, and our driver Jason was fantastic, a football buff, only pretty young, only in his 40s, but he knew more about football than I did. It was unbelievable. So it was about a 45-minute journey there. And then, of course, he brought us back as well and just chat football. And in between time, of course, we went, as you know, into the castle. It's amazing. I just thought it was a castle. No, it's a town. There's about 10 castles. It's unbelievable, Callum. Absolutely unbelievable and beautiful, I must say. It was lovely. The staff were lovely, and we were there for quite a while. I was running into a couple of people who I had met previously. One I had played golf with, told me about 25 years ago, while we were waiting in the room. And I was, a little bit worried about doing what I was doing, getting the medal. And we were watching it on TV in the room, previous ones, of what they do and how they do it. Anyway, and it was Princess Anne who was doing it. And she was lovely. I've got to tell you, as much as I, over the years, have not been the biggest fans, she was absolutely lovely. She was delightful. We had a little chat about football and of course, rugby. And it was just a great day. I went down with Kay and my daughter Gaynor and my granddaughter Jessica. The history inside is mind-boggling. And we even saw, I know it's weird, the bullet that killed Admiral Nelson is on display in the castle. The bullet that killed Admiral Nelson. It's weird, but so yeah, it was great. They loved it. And the people that worked there, must be hundreds of them, were all super nice. So it turned out to be a really nice experience. where I was dreading going, as you know. But it turned out to be really nice. So I swallow all those words that I said in the past. So we're waiting on an invite for Christmas dinner. And Anne's gone away with a copy of my autobiography.
Brilliant.
So we'll see. So yes, it's been really all that, all good. In fact, we heard from an old pal of mine last night. People out there, you probably Bruce Greenwood. Bruce is at the moment starring in a series called The Fall of the House of Usher, which he's the star of. It's worth watching. It's really good. But Bruce been in loads of movies. He played John F. Kennedy, and I think it was 39 Days or something. Great actor. And haven't seen him since the Howard Keel. But it must be 15 years ago. Anyway, we got in contact last night, and it was nice to hear from Bruce. And other than that, Scotland, fun. We're there. Tartan Army, babe, brilliant. I know you'll all be gearing up. So I think that's fantastic. As far as United goes, well, behind the scenes, on the pitch, I don't know where you want to look. And Eric Van Rockenhorst Brains still at it. Play Maguire again. I just do not understand his reasoning for anything. I'd rather have Vincent's bit, I think, at this moment in time than mine. Oh, we were lucky against Brentford.
Oh, very.
Oh, unbelievable. Look, it just, I don't know what it is. He just didn't seem to have any formation, any idea. I don't know. He didn't seem to bother. He gets interviewed, whatever. Really? It's frightening. So I'm hoping for the best, but fearing the worst for this season.
Well, I was down at the Crystal Palace game, of course, where Palace won 1-0, and honestly, United could have played another 5 hours and they wouldn't have scored.
No, well, I just don't understand. I do. He's a coach, just like all coaches. I think they know better than anybody else, and they don't. He hasn't got a clue. Bring back Ollie. At least we played a bit of football when he was here. He hasn't got a clue, the guy. He comes on the TV, and I just don't understand it. I saw the VAR incident with Liverpool. Well, I not tell you everything. It must have been Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles that was looking at it. Oh, God. Frightening. It is frightening what's out there. So, but other than that, for all you people who are interested, and almost you're not, my golf is back to my best.
Brilliant.
Oh, no, it's more than that. I am back to work. So I can play to the 7 handicap now. Easy. Hitting the ball great. Don't know what it was. I just went out one day and said, don't think. Stand up like you used to do. And it all worked. How long it'll last, folks, I have no idea. As you know, golf is the hardest game in the world. Anyway, at the moment, it's great. All's well in the household.
I always think when you're on a really good streak with golf and your swing, you're really happy with it and everything that comes with it. It's a great sport. It's one of those sports where momentum is very, very key, isn't it? Even for the top pros.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the most soul-destroying game ever invented. Because you can't blame anyone. Even though I tried to. Did you move? You moved when I was going to. Did you? But you can't. That's the frustrating thing. There's no one to blame other than yourself. It's only you and the club and the ball. That's what makes it difficult, because you can't blame anything other than yourself. But like you said, when it's going well, the satisfaction is amazing. It really is amazing. So, yeah, I can't wait to get out all the time now. I'm buzzing. Before it was, what shall I try today? Try this, try that. Stand a few yards further away, a few yards closer. Anyway, no, all good. All still not in Alex's league, of course. It's still heartbreaking. A drive, 3-wood, a 9-iron. He's hitting a drive and an 8-iron. Okay. Don't know how that works. I think it's the clubs. I think he's got better clubs than me. You believe that, folks?
Maybe go Foxes.
No, I tried that. It didn't work. I think it did. So, but yeah, so the football, Scotland qualifying is great. It takes all the pressure off now. They can just work at things and get ready for the tournament, which will be brilliant as far. And obviously, Celtic looks like the league's over. So I was watching the Rangers' new manager the other day. I don't know where he's come from, or
he was managing at Monaco last time around. He's Belgian, Philippe Clement.
Oh, Monaco. Oh, okay. I didn't know they had a team. Did they have a team, Monaco?
They finished 6th and he was sacked.
He was sacked.
He was sacked by Monaco.
Oh, well, he's a great find then, isn't he? Absolute great find. Why would you employ somebody the sack for being rubbish? Tell me, that's football. I don't understand football. I don't understand it anymore. They get a sack there because they're no good, and they turn up there, get a better job. And you think, well, the people who are employing them must be infantile. What do you think they're going to do for them that they didn't, that they failed at before? So, oh well. I mean, as you know, I've got lots of Rangers fans who are good friends, very good friends. And I feel for you. I do. I feel for you. I think you're in for a bit of a torrid time. So I no doubt they'll be on the phone after the show. No, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. It won't.
I think maybe because Vincent's bet's looking really good, maybe you should make another bet with some of your Rangers supporting friends, just in case Vincent's comes in.
There isn't one of them daft enough to bet that they're going to finish above Celtic this year, right? I mean, even rocking horse brains wouldn't bet to finish above Celtic this year. So no, I'm just going to sweat for the rest of the season on my bet. Oh, he's bubbling, he's dancing and singing, and life's wonderful, wonderful. How far above you will we finish? Well, we'll see. We'll see. They're not that clever either, so we'll see.
It'll be interesting. One of the things a lot of people have been talking about is the David Beckham documentary. Had some words of support for Harry Maguire. What were your thoughts on those comments?
Rocking horse brains come to mind. Yeah, when we talk about Harry Maguire, yeah, words of support. He didn't. Did he say he was a good player?
He may well have done, yes.
Did he? Oh, I didn't
yes.
see that. Well, he's obviously delusional because he's not a good player. It doesn't make him a bad person, as I said before. It's nothing to do with him as a person. Make him the nicest guy in the world. But we're purely comment on his ability as a footballer. That's zilch. I've been kind there. I thought I'd be kind today.
That's your words of support.
The lad can't play. He's devoid of talent. It's not his fault. And good luck to him. You know, you've got people who are willing to pay him 90 million. I'd love to know who, and we still don't know who bought him. Was it the manager, or was it the football director, or was it whoever behind the scenes at Old Trafford? Because he's the one that should be sacked. Whoever bought him should be sacked on the spot. So, but again, it's nothing to do with the lad as a person. Not at all. Just his ability. Yeah, good, David. Yeah, good. Well, he must be desperate for a bit of publicity again, is he? Is he whiskey still selling whiskey or something? What, I don't know.
I think he is, yes.
Oh,
Hague
good.
Club whiskey.
Good. Well, that's nice. I don't know. He's obviously not seen him play then.
That's maybe a fair comment to make. He was obviously, Maguire was close to joining West Ham in the summer, but he ended up changing his mind about the move, apparently. Surely in January he has to look to move on so that he can play somewhere else, because it's never going to happen for him at United.
Where's he going to play? He can't play. Oh, he doesn't turn up at Celtic.
Oh, don't say that.
That would be heartbreaking. No, good luck to the lad. He's made a great living. Good luck to him. Nothing against that. Just don't insult me by telling me he can play. And then you've got Southgate.
I was going to say, your good friend Jordan Henderson was captain for England last week.
You know, in fairness, Maguire did him a big favour taking over as the worst player in history, because Henderson certainly was till Maguire came along. And wonder why people boo. He can't play. Why he gives his heart and soul. Wouldn't you to play for your country? You put on your country shirt, you go out there and you give everything you got. Trouble is, he doesn't have any. That's again, another coach, typical coach. You know, couldn't play, became a coach. It's normally the right background to become the coach. People that couldn't play. You're nodding, Cal. You're nodding.
In terms of, obviously, Southgate in England, obviously you've got many English family members. How are they feeling about the Euros? A lot of people felt they could have won one of the recent tournaments, but they don't appear to be going forwards under Southgate.
They'll never win a tournament as long as they got Henderson and Maguire in the team. That's simple. They play with 9 men. If they both start, they play with 9 men. And it's a big advantage to give away every game. Mind you, they were fantastic against Australia. I mean, they really went to town against Australia. They're terrible. They're terrible. Yeah, you have to look at the guy in charge, the coach. He wasn't the best player in the world. Mind you, he's telling us, he also got players who can't play that he's telling us can. That not tell you everything about a coach, the mentality. So, I know it's an old record, but sadly it's there. You can't do nothing about it. I told you in the last show, the first guy that comes, gets a job as a manager and returns to 1, 2, 3, 5, will clear the board with everybody. He'll win everything.
I have to.
You're too young to remember that as well.
Unfortunately, I am, but I will certainly take your word for it in the exciting football that it would certainly bring.
Oh, what a different world. Different world. You got every team at least 7 players who could all play, all beat people, all play, all score thing. Every team had at least 7. And then 4 defenders. You know, centre-half, goalie, and 2 fullbacks, purely for defence. They didn't have to come into attack. There's no wing backs, overlapping wing backs. It's the game as we know it now. And the game is, kids know it now, they don't know any different. So it's the way they all play at school and it's the way they're going to play. But not in my day, fullback never came across the halfway line. And the winger very rarely went backwards across the halfway line. But it wasn't your job. You just did your job. And if you were good enough, it was good enough. So it just all changed. It just all changed. The only things that, well, obviously, a lot better. The pitches are unbelievable, as we keep saying. The balls, the boots, and I think they have shirts under the shirts when it's cold now. And we weren't allowed. Put a t-shirt under your shirt, you get thrown out. I wish we had them.
Indeed.
They probably got thermals. Sorry, they probably got thermals. Keep the little boys like, keep them warm. So, all good though, you know. Other than that, just got to get looking forward. Actually, it's a beautiful day down here at the moment, but very windy and quite cold, but sun shining. So, lovely day.
I have to ask you the other main talking point before we get some listeners' questions. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is set to buy 25% of Manchester United for £1.4 billion. Although he's only owning 25%, the reports are that he will run the full footballing side, even though he'll have a minority shareholding.
Well, you know, they said they wanted 10 billion. Well, multiply 1.4 by 4, it doesn't come to 10 billion, does it? Which is ludicrous in the first place. They didn't want to sell to the Arabs. I think that's pretty obvious. I think it's great that Jim's come in. The fact that he's a Manchester United supporter and he actually knows what a game of football is, whereas the Glazers have no idea what. They wouldn't know a game if Pelé fell on their head. They haven't got a clue about football, or soccer, as they call it. They haven't got a clue. So it's great for Jim. I don't know, he's running the football side. Well, hopefully he'll sack whoever bought Maguire. That'll be his number one job, I hope. And then get rid of all the rubbish. I don't know what that means. He's not a manager. He's not a thing. He's a businessman. So what's he going to do on the football side that they haven't already? It's a weird thing to say, but I'm delighted that he's actually come in. Hopefully the other 3 quarters will go as well very soon.
Well, I think the thing they're saying with it is he'll own this quarter, then he'll gradually buy more.
Callum, I was going to buy one of the other quarters, but I didn't have the last 400,000. So no, I know. And I brought you down as manager, you know. Sorry, I was talking over you there.
No, it was just so he's buying this 25% now, and the plan appears to be that he'll own the rest of the club over time. The rest of the Glazers want to sell after the World Cup in America because they feel that'll help them get even more money. I don't know why. I don't know how that relates to Manchester United, but that's what's been reported down by the media.
They're a disgrace. They're a disgrace. Nothing to do with it. They don't care about Manchester United, number one. They don't care about Manchester United. They certainly don't care about the fans. They're irrelevant to them. All they're in for money. Nothing else. And there's nothing wrong with making money. Nothing wrong with that. But you've got to keep the club. You know, you've got the greatest club in the world, really. Name-wise, greatest club in the world. And they're crucifying it. They're crucifying the club for money. I say no more. It's heartbreaking, the fact they even got in. It's heartbreaking. But they're there. But I say they're completely devoid of any knowledge of football. So it's a blessing that Jim's come in. How long is it going to be? Yeah, it'll be another 50 years before they sell it all, probably. We'll see what happens. But it's sad. It is really, really sad. Sad for the supporters. They don't care about the supporters. They don't care. It's the brand. But what they don't appreciate, if the club go to rack and ruin, the brand goes with it. So if they hang on too long and Eric Van Rockenhorst's brain stays, they could be in deep trouble. Because he's got nothing going for him at the moment. I mean, the poor goalkeeper. Well, I rest my case, Your Honour. It's a shame.
When things aren't going for you, they're not going for you.
No, it's sad. You want to come and do well. But it's gone right. It's right through the team, not just the goalie or Maguire or Basaka or Shaw or Martial. Unbelievable, he's still there as well. And then Bob's one-trick pony, or my no-trick pony. Is he back?
Anthony, yep, he is back.
Oh, good. Oh, that's great. And then you got the coach, all left foot playing the right wing. Why? He can only come inside or go back. He can't go down the wing. Never get across him. So people like Rashford, you sort of, it must be heartbreaking. There's nothing for them, no ammunition. They try to play their way through all the time. And it's not easy. Obviously, it's not easy. So I feel for Rashford because he's the one player that can play. He's a good player. And he's in a very, very average team at the moment. So I hope it changes, but I'm looking at Vincent and wishing I was, as I said, having his bet instead of mine.
We've got plenty of questions as always. First one from John. Have you watched the Tyson Fury documentary on Netflix?
I have. I thought it was brilliant. John. I don't really know too much about him, but I liked it. And good luck to him. I tell you, to do what he's done, even when he came back there, he obviously wasn't in the best of shape, but still battered the guy. At the end, but I just liked it. I like him, like the family, like everything about it. Great story. Love them stories.
Absolutely. Next one from Colin. Did you watch the Ryder Cup and how happy were you with the result?
Oh, Colin. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Just a pity Donald Trump wasn't playing in the team as well, because that would have just made it perfect. Well, mind you, he would have probably won because he cheats Colin, apparently. So, no, it's brilliant. I know one or two of the lads, especially Tommy Fleetwood, who lives not far from here. And it was just wonderful for them. Oh, I loved it. And Rory, great for Rory. All the stuff he's gone through with the other tour and all that. And it was great for him as well. Oh, no, wonderful. Long may it continue.
Next one from Richard. There are rumours that Messi is getting bored of playing in America in terms of the standard of players that he's playing against, and that a loan to Barcelona could be on the horizon. Do you understand that? That's from Richard.
Richard, I wish it was a loan to Man United. Then I'd be happy. He could have been worse. He could have went to Saudi Arabia. They've got, well, it's not even a Sunday league. It's not. It's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I mean, he's having a great time scoring goals, but obviously he will. He's the greatest player on the planet, and he's playing really. It's certainly better than Saudi Arabia, without a doubt. It is better. But, going from Europe to America is a big, big downward move. So, yeah, I can understand them wanting, because he still got, I mean, he can still do anything. He's still the greatest player on the planet, even now. What is he now, 35, 34,
Yep,
35?
yep.
Another 5-6 years, and he should be over here. Should be doing in Europe. He should be in England. I'd love him at Man U. You want him at Celtic? I know you do. But I would love him at Man U. Tell you, it'd be phenomenal. But going back to Barcelona, it's easy to do that. The Spanish league, pretty much like the Scottish league, 2-horse race every year. Has been for years and years and years and years. It's a 2-horse race. So he knows that he's going to be first or second at the end of the year, and a chance to win other things, See, from his point of view, it can't be money. Most of us, back in the old days, we didn't have nothing. So we went to play in America. Some of us went to South Africa to make some money because we didn't have any. He doesn't need the money. But for somebody like him, who's so good, it's satisfaction. He scores 6 goals over there, come off and say, oh, well, it's Sabutio. It doesn't mean nothing. That's what I presume, he's missing and finding out that, all that glitters, it looked good on paper, but I'd love him to come back. I start watching Barcelona again.
Absolutely, it would be incredible. Before we go, your usual message for the listeners.
Yeah, as always, again, the world, what's happening at the moment, wherever you are, look after yourself, look after each other, and may your God, whoever he is, go with you.
As always, take care. See you soon.